Hello, and welcome to Kathy's Eclectic Garden. I'm Kathy, and I garden in Zone 6A in Northwest Ohio. During the next few weeks, I will be talking about plants that you should consider adding to your 2024 garden to attract pollinators. Your flowering plants and vegetables benefit from the pollinators in your garden. In fact, without pollinators, your plants would not produce any fruits or vegetables. In other words, these plants are good choices to add to your garden if they grow well in your hardiness zone. So let's dive in. Today's plant is New Jersey tea. Scientific name Ceanothus americanus. Is a deciduous shrub native to the eastern and central Midwest in the United States. Names associated with this plant include New Jersey tea, Indian tea, mountain sweet, snowbrush, wild snowball, redroot, soap bloom, and mountain snowball. The name New Jersey tea came about during the American Revolution. It was used by colonists as a substitute for tea. Dried leaves, when boiled a few minutes, make a tea similar to Lipton's Regular, and it's caffeine-free. New Jersey tea is hardy in USDA zones 4 to 8 and grows 2 to 3 feet tall and 3 to 5 feet wide in full sun to light shade. It has a medium growth rate, a rounded multi-stemmed habit, fixes atmospheric nitrogen, and is low maintenance. It can be lightly trimmed as needed in the spring or fall to maintain size and shape. Mine have never been trimmed. I usually toss a little compost around the base of the plant in early spring, and I spread leaves around it in the fall. Since it's native, it doesn't really need any fertilizer. It isn't too picky about soil type as long as it is well drained. New Jersey tea does not like wet feet. I learned this the hard way. The first one I planted was in an area that has standing water in the spring during heavy rains, and it died in the second year. Another one I planted didn't have room to grow, so I moved it. Fortunately, it had only been in the ground for 2 years. New Jersey tea has sturdy, deep roots and is difficult to move once established. Just be aware that most native plants have deep roots. If you attempt to move them, try to dig as deep as possible around the plant to get as much of the roots as possible. Water well after transplanting and for several weeks after. Make this plant part of your wildlife-friendly garden. Flowers appear on new growth in late spring as 2 to 5-inch long panicles of 1/8 inch fragrant creamy white flowers. Butterflies, hummingbirds, moths, predatory insects, songbirds, and specialized bees frequent the flowers, and it is a host plant for the mottled dusty wing, spring azure, and summer azure butterflies. The fruit is a dry type called a capsule that contains 3 seeds. It can crack open forcefully on its own and release the seeds away from the plant. If you want to save the seeds, you could gently tie cloth bags around immature capsules so they can catch the seeds upon maturity. New plants may be created through planting the seed, dividing the plants, or taking cuttings from an existing shrub. I've tried growing from seed, and it's not worth the effort in my opinion. The seeds need to be cold stratified, and the seed coat needs to be scarified or broken open before planting. Plants are fairly easy to find at native nurseries and online. If you do grow from seed, don't expect flowers until the 3rd or 4th year. If you buy a plant, you may get flowers the 1st year. Thanks for watching. I hope you are encouraged to add New Jersey tea to your garden. Come back next week to learn about another pollinator plant for your garden. Goodbye.